Hello and welcome to Rep Sports. I'm Gargi Raut and I'm joined by our team in Paris, Boria Mujumdar and S. Kanan. Yesterday was a day of heartbreak for Indian fans as Satvik Chirag, PV Sindhu, Nikhat Zareen and the Indian hockey team lost their respective morning. Black Thursday is past and Friday will be different for India. Today we'll see Manu Bhaker and Esha Singh in action for the 25-meter pistol event qualification. We'll also see the Indian hockey team take on Australia. In badminton, Laksha Sen will also be back in action. And the day will end with athletics as Ankita, Parul Chaudhary and Tajinder Pal Singh Toor take on their respective sports. Buri, most excited to watch.
I'm excited to watch everything. I mean, I always am. And I must say this. Kannan is joining from Chateauroux. He was writing to me that the Wi-Fi in his room is not working. As a result, he's finding it a bit difficult to join. He's using mobile data to join. He will. But, it was a Black Thursday. Swapnil Kusalet started the day fantastically well for us. But thereafter it was pretty bad. And my biggest, obviously not mine, whole country's biggest disappointment was Satvik and Chirag. When you are up 14-11, there's Kanan in a beautiful Chateauroux
I'll have
room.
to do it from outdoor because there is no signal in the room.
So quickly, why don't we go to you for the first couple of questions and then I'll take it. uh, uh,
Yeah, please.
yeah, so your thoughts. You met Manu and Jaspal. You sent us that beautiful video which Gargi will play about food. How did you find her body language? Because I had a long chat with Esha last night. I'll talk about Esha, but you tell me about Manu and Jaspal, and then you tell me about Swapnil.
No, I met all four of them. I met Ronak, I met Isha, Isha's dad also. I spoke on the phone. I think body language is very positive, they're very relaxed. And last but not the least, as far as food shortage, everything goes, they are taking it in a stride and they're training really hard. The whole day they were training till 4 p.m. Normal at the range, precision, dueling, as well as dry run, they've been training. So I think as far as the shooting ranges go, like Swapnil said that once two medals have come, it was a good positive energy boost. So that is the kind of feedback, and I think today also the first day of 25-meter sports pistol, we can look for good scores from both the Indians. That is how I think it is going to be today from
Yeah,
Chateauroux.
and just to add, I had a long chat with Esha and Ronak as well, and both of them confirmed exactly what Kanan said. That as far as the women are concerned, Gargi, they are shooting top scores. So you can
Yeah.
absolutely expect good things from the women's 25 meters. Even for the men, he said both Anish and Vijay
No, yeah,
are doing well. So don't expect anything bad from the shooting range at all. Yes, and then that's when
yeah.
I
I
also
suppose.
talked
Sorry,
about.
sorry. I spoke to Anish Banwala. I spoke to Vijayveer Sidhu as well as Harpreet and Gurpreet. Both personal coaches who've come. So for me, the story here in shooting is all personal coaches who've come. They've made huge difference. So Harpreet has been shooting Anish Banwala from childhood. Gurpreet is very close with Vijay Veer, and both were there making notes. And both the boys, I met them. They said, "Sir, आज interview mat mango. Match खत्म होने दो." I said, "I don't want interview. Just came to wish you all the best." So I think there's a relaxed atmosphere, which is very important. Nobody is looking stressed. And I
But did you,
met one.
Kanan, on this note, because I was asking a couple of people, in fact, her parents were there, and a lot of IOA honchos were there, Indian VIPs were there who left midway. And obviously, she did not do well. Both of them did not do well. Now, and I was confirmed that till yesterday morning, even when she went to take her gun, she sounded and seemed totally relaxed. Did you have a chance to find out what happened with Sift and Anjum? Was it an Olympic meltdown? Was it what exactly happened with them?
See, I think meltdown will be a very strong word. What I am seeing is the standard of shooting is going on increasing. However, best you've done preparations. But when you are there in the arena at the last minute, even 1% margin for error cannot be there. That is the first point I've noticed. Then I was speaking to an American shooter. She's won 5 Olympic medals. She's collecting autographs from everyone. So I asked her, name was Laura. That's all I could see the first name. So I asked her. She said, I know Manavjeet, and she rattled off few names from India. She said the pressure in every Olympics, the standards are getting so high. If someone does not make a medal, even if someone finishes fourth, nothing to be heartbroken about. Anjum obviously did not qualify through quota. She came through the trials. But there is nothing like they collapsed or, they fell by the wayside, all these cliched words. So we will have to accept it, move on, and prepare again. And Anjum, okay, I can understand second Olympics. We must not forget our own two heroes, Abhinav Bindra and Gagan. They also needed a third shot to crack, attain glory in the Olympics. So we will have to be patient. If we think winning nationals and Asian Games, and you come to the Olympics and you're going to win a medal, it is not that easy. So we need to show them empathy and we need to back them. And I think that process has begun. People believe that Indian shooting, the jinx of Rio, the jinx of Tokyo is forgotten. Three medals have come. Hopefully, one. From 0 to 3 is a massive gain
No,
after a
my
12-year gap. That
my only issue, Kannan, here is, both of us know we lost Saurabh Chaudhary. We don't want to lose a fifth Samra. We don't, and that is why
no,
I
no,
asked
we
this
will not
question,
lose. We
because
will not lose. We will not lose. We will not
that's
lose.
my point. So
I,
everybody who's watching this broadcast, somebody who shoots a regular 588 to 590 to 92, 93, shooting a 575 was an aberration. It can happen to anyone. The greatest of
yes, it
athletes
can
can
happen
have
to
a
you.
bad day. It can happen to anyone. You've got to be with Sif Samra. If you really love sport, be with her. If you really love sport, be with Nikhat. If you really love sport, be with Satwik Chirag. That's what you need to do as a sports fan. Simple. Yesterday, Nikhat Zareen, Abhijit was there with me. He was there. Nikhat Zareen finishes her mix zone and she says, मैं 2 दिन से कुछ नहीं खाया, मैंने पानी भी नहीं पिया, मैं स्पारिंग 4 बार किया है. And I said, मैं सोया भी नहीं.
She
I
was
said
running
सोया.
for
He said, सर आप अगर दो
several
दिन
hours.
एग्जैक्टली अगर आप 2 दिन नहीं खाना खाओगे तो आप कैसे सोओगे. एंड देन शी सेड कि लोग, अभी मैं कह रहा हूँ, लोग कहेंगे कि मैं एक्सक्यूजेस दे रहा हूँ. मैं एक्सक्यूजेस नहीं दे रहा हूँ, मुझे बोलना भी नहीं है, बट ये सच है. इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ कि वेट कैटेगरीज, वेट रखने के लिए मुझे ये करना पड़ा. एंड उन्होंने ये कहा मेरे से. नाउ द पॉइंट इज, she was going away. This is, just hear this for 30 seconds. She was going away. She turns. She turns literally. Ask Abhijit. She turns. She looks at me and she says, "Abhi bhi ice cream khilayega na? You will still buy me chocolates, right?" And she comes to me, leans on my shoulder, and starts crying. She was in. She just broke down.
Couldn't
And
control
I'm
her.
telling her, "Champ, don't cry, don't cry." And then she turns to her coach and says, "Coach calls me Tiger. I will fight. I will come back." And Trisha said from the side, "Tiger abhi zinda hai." And that is the only thing that brought her smile to her face because of the Salman Khan connection. And then she went. Pronoy is 31 years old. Kannan, Abhijit, and Gargi. Ask Abhijit what happened. Pronoy comes. He stands right in front of me, and I tell him, in 25 days, you have done just like the start of Three Idiots. Madhavan says, "मैंने दो crash land करा दिया, मैंने ये कर दिया, मैंने वो कर दिया." I told him, "Hi, in 25 days, you had chikungunya, you had a 5 day bout thing in hospital, you had a bout of viral, your body had given up on you, still came to Paris and made the last 16." And Pruno is a strong character. All he said was 25 days of nightmare. And he collapsed. He literally collapsed. He just sat down, took a towel, put it on his face, and was howling. Now tell me, if you don't feel pain in this, what will you do? These are not in front of the public. Public doesn't see this.
Yep.
This is the real story of the athlete. We picked Prunoy up literally and we said, "We don't need to talk to you. Aap chale jao."
Yep.
This is what transpired yesterday in front of us. What do you say to such things?
It's really, tough to be on the other side as well, to see, athletes showing their emotions. Even I was emotional when Nikhat was, was had tears in her eyes, and then even, and people say men's don't cry, but yes, they do. And what we saw, what with HS Pranay, I mean, our heart goes out for him, because he had chikungunya, and then to fight from that and winning the groups, all the group stage matches. I mean, hats off to that guy. What a career! I hope it's not his last Olympics, but he's won a medal at the World Championship, Asian Games, Thomas Cup win. I think a fantastic Indian badminton player for.
But Kanan, one more before Gargi takes over. Yesterday, you, Manu, and Jaspal were in the car together. That beautiful video, which we will play now, after you answer. That is the most outstandingly sweet video I have seen. Well done, Kanan. No question.
No, thank
Manu
you.
said that.
I just
He
want
said,
to
he
say
said,
one
no,
thing.
one
You
second,
know,
ruke.
I had
रुके. So this the Manu says रायता and Jaspal says हम रायता, या आपने कहा रायता फैला रहा है क्या? Jaspal said हम फैलाने नहीं देंगे. उसके बारे में बताइए हमें.
no. Yesterday, you know, I had gone to the range. First, I watched Swapnil. Then I was watching Swift and Anjum. So then I went and met saw their training. So you know, I was standing at a distance from Manu. So she said, "आज क्या हो गया है? आप तबीयत ठीक नहीं है क्या?" I said, "No, I'm fine." I said, "Now you're a champion. I'm fearing coming near you." She laughed first for a minute. Then she said, "What has changed?" I said, "No, now you're not the same Manu who was shooting trials, and I am just one journalist." So she she gave me a chocolate. She said, "First eat it, smile. Yeah, laddu nahi milega. My mom, I will give you laddu and kheer. You come home." I said, "Okay." Then she insisted I click photos with her. She said, "मेरा cell phone नहीं है." She said, "आप photo डालो." I said, "मैं नहीं डालूंगा." She said, "आपको डालना पड़ेगा मेरा photo आपके साथ. आपने बैक किया, रेव स्पोर्ट्स ने बैक किया." She said, "रेव स्पोर्ट्स, I'm not fibbing." She said, "You guys have backed us from the trial till here. Please stand with
ट्रायल
me."
क्या?
मैंने कहा मेरे को वीडियो बनाना है.
कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स 4 साल से, 5 साल से, आप बोलो
मैंने
2017
मैंने
में
कहा
गेम्स
मुझे
खत्म
एक
हो गए.
छोटा वीडियो खींचना है. कहता है जो खींचना है खींच लो, पुलिस वाला आएगा कुछ नहीं करेगा. सो आई गॉट इनटू दैट गोल्फ कार्ट. आई वाज नॉट अलाउड. सो आई वेंट एंड देन आफ्टर शूटिंग दैट आई जंप्ड ऑफ एंड वॉकड बैक. नोबडी न्यू आई शॉट दैट वीडियो. ओनली यू न्यू इट. तो मैंने भेज दिया. मैंने इसको चलाओ. अब आज सुबह सब गाली दे रहे हैं फोन करके, ये वो माँ बहन की गाली दे रहे हैं. मैंने कहा यार मैं भी पत्रकार हूँ, तुम भी पत्रकार हो, कर लो तुम. मेरे को जो आता है मैंने कर दिया. अब रायता आ गया या आइसक्रीम आ गया, वो तो आ गया ना. अब
वीडियो
Gargi,
अलाउड
can
है
you play that
आपने
video?
रेंज
If
के
you
बाहर
have that video, play it.
वेन्यू के
Let,
बाहर
let me
नो
play
नो
that
द
video.
इट इज बियॉन्ड फील्ड ऑफ प्ले. उसमें कुछ नहीं है, वो विलेज से भी दूर है. वो उसमें
अरे,
कोई ब्रांडिंग नहीं है पेरिस का. सब
कोई
अलाउड है.
प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
तुम अगर हर कायदा कानून फॉलो करोगे कुछ नहीं होगा. यू हैव टू
वेन्यू
टेक
के
दैट एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट एंड डू इट. आई डिडंट गो इनटू अवर विलेज और एरिया, सो दैट इज इट.
वेन्यू के
बट
बाहर है.
समटाइम्स यू हैव टू टेक दैट एक्स्ट्रा चांस. बट
रुकिए,
ऑनेस्टली
चलाने दीजिए,
I'll
चलाने
just play
दीजिए.
that video for everyone
या
to see.
या
Yeah.
सारी वीडियोस
मेरे पास कोई वीडियो नहीं आया. आज एक वीडियो के लिए कुछ बोल दो ताकि सुनने वालों को मजा आए.
मैं बस खाना खाने की वेट कर रही हूँ. बस कब
रोज खाने की बात करते हैं.
तो रोज खाना नहीं करूँगी. कब भरपेट खाना मिलेगा मुझे. बॉइल्ड स्टीम से आगे निकलूंगी मैं कब. लंच में भी सेम बॉइल्ड स्टीम्ड, डिनर में भी सेम वही.
योगर्ट और ड्राई फ्रूट तो मैंने कहे थे, है ना?
यार कम ऑन यार, वो लंच नहीं, वो मील नहीं होता. यू कांट बी फुल विद दैट. मील होता है रोटी हो गई, सब्जी हो गई, दाल हो गई, रायता हो गया.
तो यहाँ कोई रायता तो नहीं फैलाता.
फैलाते हैं लोग, हम नहीं खाते. यहाँ क्या हमने रायता खाना छोड़ दिया. कौन सी दही होती है यहाँ पे?
प्रोबायोटिक.
हाँ, उसका रायता नहीं खाते हम.
कोई बात नहीं, 2 दिन और.
2 दिन.
Then I'll eat
पराठा.
सब कुछ. Indian, Japanese, Mexican,
सुशी.
sushi. Goat cheese salad I miss.
मैंने परसों खाया था गुड चीज सैंडविच. अब मैं क्या करता रात को उसको
कल आप मेरे ना बना के ले आना थोड़ा खाना.
कल कहाँ से लाऊंगा सुबह तो.
Beautiful video.
इंडियन फूड चाहिए तो ताजमहल होटल ले जाओ. शैटो में बहुत अच्छा फूड मिलता है.
no, no, she can't go anywhere. She will not go anywhere. She will not go
After the
anywhere.
event.
But
After the event.
After the event, she will be hijacked by IOA. They will take her to the village or they'll take her to PMO. She's not going to be here. Like Sarabjot ko jaise uda diya, they took him to Delhi. The sports minister, honorable sports minister Mansukh Mandavia ji met him. So they don't know, you know. So now they've become national property. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to shoot this video for Rev Sports, and whatever I'm doing is for Rev Sports. And you know, this almost, you talked of Nikat staying hungry. Here there is no food in Chatru. It's very, very tough. So, but despite all those handicaps, if they are shooting and saying bhook bardash kar lenge, it is very nice. And I asked Swapnil the same when he spoke of hunger. मैंने कहा medal का भूख है, किसका भूख है? So he also spoke about it. You know, this is the hunger. So let us celebrate champions. More medals will come, and let us not feel bad. I just want to say one sentence on PB Sindhu, and then I leave because my bus will go. I think she spoke so beautifully and so maturely at the mix zone. She spoke of how she had her chance and the Chinese know how to decode her. So, and for all those who are saying last Olympics, why are you forgetting two medals from her? No medal, एक silver, एक bronze. It doesn't come so easily. Fantastic from Sindhu. She's going to be a champion. And the kind of effort she's come from two injuries, first at Commonwealth Games and again last year with Prakash, with Vimal, and the OGQ support staff. I'll particularly mention the effort put in by Zenia Samar, who's head of strengthening and conditioning. They did a great job. She lost. She was not disgraced. Please don't say anything to her. Thank you.
No question, no question. I mean, Abhijit and I were there at 19 all, and Champ and I, we are great friends. Sindhu has been. I have seen Sindhu grow, whether from 2013 from her World Championship, then in Rio when no one knew her. Also, she was an unknown property. In fact, we broke that. 9 month jinx together when I fed her McDonald's and ice cream after that Rio medal. That video is still on the web. Impromptu dinner party it is called. So Sindhu is somebody we will always celebrate. Yesterday also Abhijit was there when she came. She did sort of, we did a kind of couple of questions, and before she left, I mean, somebody asked her about 2028 Olympics. I think it's a premature question to ask at this point. Let her take a break. Let her come back. Let her
Yeah.
just recuperate. Let her convalesce. Let her just get her bearings right. But from what I've seen yesterday at 19 all, she could have won that match. She could have won that game, and things could have been different.
Yeah.
These things happen. These things happen. So, and yes, the pain is for us because yesterday all results went against us. Satwik Chirag 14-11 up in the decider. That's when Chirag did not play. Chirag will be the first one to say he did not play to potential. So it happens to the greatest of players. That's why Iga Swiatek lost. Iga Swiatek has lost. Tai Zuing has lost. Kodai Narauka lost yesterday. People have lost, boss. People have. And 14-11, you want Satwik and Chirag to win. Sadly, they did not. So, yes, it is difficult. Having said that, we'll take it in their stride. They will come back stronger. And I think they will also be there for 28 Olympics.
I just want to show something and talk about Sindhu. You can see that's Sindhu. That's in 2013, and that's my niece. This was when she won. She was playing the Indian Badminton League in Pune, and she had just won a World Championship of medal, first bronze medal in 2013. And I was just sitting outside the court, and my niece was there, and I said, Sindhu, can my niece have a photo with you? And she said, why not? And I was actually going near her with my niece, but Sindhu, did that. She took my niece on her shoulders and gave that wonderful photo. And my niece, she's in Canada, and she was actually crying yesterday when she got to know that Sindhu had lost. So that's how how wonderful Sindhu is, and she's an absolutely legend of badminton. First Indian to win a medal in the Olympics, and back to back at Tokyo. Boreda and I was there. How difficult it was, to win that bronze medal, and even to play for 3 Olympics itself is a big achievement, and is one of the most decorated Indian athlete ever. I think to me, it's one of the best Indian sports has ever seen. Hats off to you, Sindhu. 4 years down the line, we don't know, but you just play, keep on. The entire country is behind you, and we'll always keep supporting.
Yep. We, all the athletes have our support, But moving on to other sports as well, we've spoken about badminton and Sachi, PV Sindhu. But Rajeshwar Shukla here is asking, any thoughts on Lavlina versus Lee Can in women's boxing? How do you think
That is a
this is
very
going to pan
difficult, that is a tough fight. That's a tough fight. If she wins that, she's medaling. Both Nishan Dev and Lavlina are one step away from a medal. That Lee Kian match is the most difficult one. And of course, Nishan Dev is playing the quarterfinal against Martin Werder. If you ask me, Nishan Dev is medaling. Lavlina is 40-60. If she is able to take out the Chinese, it'll be one of the biggest wins of her career, if not the biggest. She'll have to do two things. She'll have to attack. She can't clinch. The Chinese yesterday we saw against Nikhat, they are very good. So at this point in time, I will say Lavlina will go in as the underdog. Having said that, she has the ability. She's a top boxer. She's a fantastic boxer. So do not rule her out at all. But Nishan Dev should win that. Nishan Dev should beat the Pan Am champion and get us that boxing medal. So okay. So yesterday we got one from Swapnil, three, which wasn't really part of the schema, and we lost two in Satvik Chirag and uh, Sift Samra / Anjum Mudgil. So we are one down in our medal count. So we need one. And that is why I am saying Laksha Sen today is critical. One from shooting between Vijayveer, Anish, Manu, and Esha, critical. Because if we have to go to 9-10, which is what we've been continuously saying, we need these medals coming. Because then it's Neeraj, Antim, and of course Mira. So and hockey. So these four plus Nishan Dev plus one from shooting plus one from Laksha gets us there. So these are critical medals as far as I am concerned.
Yeah. And a lot of people in our comment section, are talking about the Algerian boxer Iman Khalif. Uh, Kishu Patel here is saying, why Iman uh, is allowed in the women's category, even though DNA reports. Actually, it doesn't prove that she's a man, but
Yep.
she has, a genetic condition where she has XY chromosomes and a very high level of testosterone, but she was born female. So it's a very complicated issue and a very gray area as well. Boria, what are your thoughts about this?
We've been saying this for a while now. This is the biggest story of the Olympic Games. This is
Yeah.
the biggest story of the Olympic Games at this point in time. And this is not a new story. We have seen this happen with Caster Semenya. We have seen this happen with our own Duti Chand. We've seen it with Pinky Pramanik. We've seen it with many athletes in the past. The IOC is clear that as far as human rights is concerned, she's a woman. She has eligibility to compete. IOC is clear and they've issued a press release. IOC is clear the International Boxing Association made a mistake. And by the way, it was the CEO and one other person, not the executive body. So the approval, they are saying that the ban was illegal. And now obviously the IBA has been banned. So IOC is very, very steadfast on this. On the other side, the American political establishment, they are saying this is wrong. Elon Musk has jumped in. Wrong. Italian Prime Minister has jumped in. J.K. Rowling has jumped in. This has become a massive global issue. A massive global issue. Make no mistake. So this is critical now. Critical now. How does one address this? Yes, she was in Tokyo. So there is proof. We are no one, Abhijit Gargi and me, to take a position on this issue. We will report. We also spoke to an Algerian fan, Abhijit did. He also said in his country there is a debate, but he then said the Italians are crying foul, etc. So our position is we are reporting everything. We are stating what Angela Carini said. We are not trending the hashtag. That's not for us. But we are stating what Angela Carini said. We are telling you what people are saying. We are telling you what the IOC is saying. Because for us to take a position on this matter, which I don't think would be fair, because we don't know. The matter is too complex for us to jump in and take a position on this, Gargi.
Yeah, it's quite complex, but I would just say one thing here. The problem is that the Algerian boxer is winning. That's where the noise is coming. Same Algerian boxer she participated at the Tokyo Olympics, she didn't win. Now she's winning and she's defeating the boxer. That's where the other athletes are making noise. What happened with Caster Semenya? She won gold at Rio and London. Had she been finished fourth or just been the finals, people would not have made the noise. Now because the Algerian boxer is defeating the athletes, and I mean, yeah, if you look from the naked eye, it looks like she's a man, but she's not. I mean, as per what the IOC has released, they have clearly said that she has participated in the Tokyo Olympics. She has participated in the qualification events. So she has gone through various, and she is not new. Be- Consider this fact because she was in the Tokyo Olympics. Now, how can you raise this point? Was people not aware at the Tokyo Olympics? So that's a good statement I would say IOC has made. But again, I'm not taking stand, but just saying. And we
Hmm.
also have to think about the Algerian boxer. The world is now making her a villain. She's a human first, and then whatever, I don't know what it is, but she's a human first. Think of her as well, please. If she's
Absolutely. It's a very gray area, but I think it's not about winning or losing. From what I've seen on the internet going around, it's about the fact, where do you draw the line, where do you separate the categories. I think that's the issue, because if you're talking about the physics, if you have high testosterone, then higher bone density, more you're stronger. So I think that's where she might just go ahead and lose somewhere in this Olympics as well. So that's not, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah,
It's not about
I
winning
think,
or losing.
but the IOC or IBA should have put up a, a value for testosterone in that case. What Castro Siban has faced that after she went to the court of arbitration in Switzerland, uh, she could compete, but she has to put her testosterone at one particular level. And I think if that would have been released in the press release by IOC, that would have made more, a strong position. I completely agree. Even other female boxer are if getting punched so hard. I completely agree with them as well. I mean, I'm on the both side, but you should have a testosterone level. What is the testosterone levels of normal female boxer? What is the testosterone levels of
No,
Algerian
there
female
are there
boxer?
are parameters. There are parameters. So 0.5
Yeah, yeah.
ml per something is
I
the
can.
parameters.
Yeah, yeah. But that should have
Yeah.
been put up. That should have been put up. It should have been clear. Like, okay,
Yeah, they
uh,
didn't release
you
that.
need to
They
have.
didn't
Yeah,
release that.
they need to have that testosterone level set up for all the boxers.
Yeah, so it's a gray area. Maybe, we don't know what the solution forward is. Maybe a separate category, maybe whatever is the solution, it's for the authorities and the administration to come up with a good solution that promotes inclusivity and, keeps the sport a safe space for everyone. So, with that, asking, we'll end the show with this question. Boria sir, what can we expect next from remaining matches? As sports fan, we are really disheartened with what happened yesterday. But still a lot to look forward to today. You're on mute.
Yes,
Sports always challenges you, Akhilesh. It does. Yesterday, I was explaining to Abhijit, Rohan, Trisha, Shormishta, everybody. Sport challenges you. I was disappointed. I was very, very upset with Satwik Chirag because you know these people. You've sort of seen them grow. You know how good they are, and they are talented athletes. Satwik Chirag, Nikhat, Sif, Tanjum. But that sport, in sport, you will lose way more than you will win. So that's what it is. Stay strong. You've got Manu and Esha, you've got hockey, you've got mixed archery, you've got plenty of action. Of course, Laksha Sen in the evening. Plus, you've got Parul Chaudhary if she makes the final. There is a lot of action coming up, and there are serious chances of medals. So you are still there. You're still there to beat Tokyo. You're still there close to 9-10. So stay strong. You will get one or two medals from here and there. You will. And that's how an Olympic Games happens. So yes, it was a Black Thursday, but it won't be a Black Friday. It'll be a much better Friday leading into the weekend. Paris has given us better weather today, so India will also have a good day. I'm always the optimist. Gargi knows,
yes.
Abhijit knows. I mean, they work with me every day. They know I look at the glass as half full rather than half empty. Olympic medal doesn't come easy. Doesn't come easy. If you have to
Not
get to 8, 9, 10 medals, it will take a lot. And you have to stay with your team till the very last day. Yes, yesterday was hard, but yesterday is yesterday. Today is a new morning. So forget about yesterday and stay with your athletes.
Absolutely. And on that note, we'll take your leave. We'll be joining the Hindi live. So if
By
you
the way,
want
one
to hear
second.
us,
Somebody's
yeah,
birthday. Somebody's birthday. Let's wish that person, please. I think there was a
we'll
comment said it's my birthday today. Whose birthday? Lucky Jain. Lucky Jain. So, brother, it's your birthday today. Wish you a fantastic birthday. And also think that your birthday will be lucky for Indian athletes. Love you, bro.
that's
fantastic.
going to be great. Uh, best lucky charm for India as well. So thank you so much everyone for joining, and we'll be back with more updates. We've got a jam-packed day ahead. So let's see what happens in Paris as well. The team will be bringing you all the updates and breaking news. Stay tuned